Hi guys, I am Lobé, and I started off way too enthusiastic. I can't keep that same energy for the whole thing. Wagwan everyone, Word 2090. I'm Lobé. Lobé's Lucid, George Lucid, whatever you want to call me. I am that, and I am a musician from Manchester.
Hey guys, I'm Leandro, also a musician from Manchester, 29 gang, 29 member. You know, just out here living, chilling with my friends, my family.
Hi, I'm Sweetie Ivy, Agent T, Agent Sweetie. I don't know. It's up to you what you really want to call me.
That's really like your sound type.
Yeah,
Like
shit.
sipping tea.
Sure. I'll be lit that. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna tell you nothing else. Safe.
Since like 2090 BC,
Damn.
something like that,
Before Christ, bro.
before Christ. Remember this time I was with Jesus, yeah,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yo,
You got them beats, bro.
yeah, legit."
Yeah.
Like I used to sell beats to him and that back in the day.
Bro, that's mad, bro.
Man paid back in goats and that. That's why man got bare goat. That's why
back
I'm
when,
the goat.
back when we only had still pans.
Just
Cheers.
no Fruity Loops, bro. Only bread loops.
Anyone want a
Like
flapjack?
for real.
Yes, please.
You know.
Grab one of those.
Sharing is caring.
Nah, I want those still.
Let's take them on.
On the real though, we've been doing this for a long time though. We all been doing music way before we met each other, but once we linked up, we've seen like the potential that we all had to, you know, fuck up the scene. So yeah, we just carried on and we just tried our best, and right now we're just making this fire.
Realistically, it's been like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I guess
Name
so.
change for like along the way,
Mm.
but it's been the same people. So.
As we grew in it,
hmm
things change in it. You get more knowledge in it. So
But the ins and outs, we was Black Clouds first because
yeah.
we were.
Black clouds in it. We were
Yeah.
moving like the rain. Everywhere we
Yeah.
went, there was thunder and lightning
Yeah.
in it. Oh, that's what it
When
literally
black
was.
clouds bring rain and rain brings life, so that was
Yeah.
the motto. Still the motto. Nothing changed.
Normally, I'll make a beat because that's what I do like 90% of my life. I just sit home and make beats all day, and then I'll call one of these niggas up and I'll be like, "Yo, I got some fire beats there, man," and then they'll come through and we'll
Yeah, the
record to the fire beats.
You know, see?
Yeah.
You just hear the shit and just be there.
Yeah. But depends though, because like each song is a different process, and like it doesn't work the same way all the time. So that sounds like you think of an idea first, and then you do the beat that around the idea, and there sounds like you already got a beat, and the idea comes from the beat that you just heard. But I don't know, it's art. There's no rules. We actually always say that it's no rules. You do what the fuck you want to do. Every track needs a different approach for sure.
Every track's a different energy too, innit?
Mhm.
It's like, if you go into record in the studio, the same energy, the same, well, just like, the track has a different energy in it. So,
It's like the track makes you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So it's like I'll make a beat, and then from hearing that, the beat will just say something to you, and you gotta say it. You just gotta put it on the track.
it just depends, innit? Sometimes you don't even write lyrics to a beat, innit? Sometimes you can just literally just think of one line,
Yeah.
and it just be like, rah, mad. This one line can lead to a whole, like, verse, and the
For
whole
sure.
verse can lead to a whole song, innit? And the next minute it's like, yo, I just read this mad verse, I don't have no beats, so I'll be like, yo, Lobé, send me some beats, and he'll be like, alright, cool. Or sometimes I just pull up to Lobé, I'll be like, I've already recorded a verse, well, I already got some lyrics there, I can just be like, bam. So it's just, whatever, innit?
Yeah.
Just,
For me, I gotta like write. It depends really. Like there's two ways. Like I can either sit at home, plan it ahead, like write the lyrics there to the beat, and then just record it. You know, intro, verse, hook, verse, boom, and the track's done. Or other times it'll be like I'm just listening to the beat in my headphones, bopping. I'll say something, and then like he said, just go for that one line, and then just keep basically freestyling the whole track.
I mean, you can even, there's times that we just literally just don't even write to a beat, we just write to a tempo. I'm saying, and there's a tempo in our heads, and we just literally write to it. Or even, like you said, we can either structure it out, or there's times where we literally will freestyle, and there'll be a certain part of the where you just wrote that resonates with you the most, and you can literally just pull that back and make it a hook. Which it does work though, because
Yeah, I prefer the freestyling way.
yeah.
That the
It's
best
just
tracks
fun,
come
innit?
out that way.
the vibe in it is just,
And when it comes to content, it's literally like the way that you feel at that moment. Like there is no, I'm gonna write this because I think people will like this. Is like there's times. But yeah, there's times that like we literally like just the beat comes on and we vibe, and the first thing that comes out of our mouth literally we just go on with that
Like
because
that.
that's the first
Plug
idea.
walk.
Like yeah, I bet like Rich the Kid's first idea was plug walk, and then from there he just basically took it on. I don't know innit. I'm just
I'm guessing,
thinking,
innit?
guessing. When it comes to group songs, is a collab. Even when we like helping each other out, it's still a collaborative process. But each person, each artist got their own way of doing things. But
Yeah.
when it comes to a group thing, we work really well.
Plus, every time we finish a song, like that song most likely is not touching the internet until everyone has listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I make a song, I'm gonna go to Ivy and be like, yo, what do you think? Yo, Lee, what do you think? And then from there, yeah, I'll probably release it anyway. But
Why you on your phone, you antisocial guy?
Listen, yeah.
You called us and to get off your phone, bro.
swear down, man.
Wow.
Little hippo.
It's fuck. Exactly,
Little
bro.
hypocrite.
You little heifer. Yeah.
Foot asylum though.
Trust.
That came about through a Unity radio interview we did with Victoria Jane. Big up Victoria. Yeah, I did an interview on there, released Son to My Day through them, like premiered it through them. And then I think Foot Asylum and Nike come together and they wanted to do like a campaign for the Just Do It thing. Yeah, they was like, we need young artists from Manchester who you think represent the scene. And then they was obviously like 2090 and then boom, our faces were
Who's
on.
that? Who's that?
Trust
Say
me.
name.
I believe that our faces should be a little bit more out there. So you know what?
Trust.
Foot Locker.
JD.
Yeah, Foot Locker would be nice though. You guys got them
Trust, you
exclusive
got them
trainers.
nice crepes, innit?
Straight from the States and shit. Nigga.
You get what I'm saying?
I want some of that.
Hit me up.
We waiting.
2090bookings@gmail.com. Financial prosperity.
Yeah.
What does the future hold?
Money-
That's a
money
mad
in
question though.
abundance.
Still, what does the future hold? Like how? Like damn, only the future will know, innit? We
Yeah.
all we can do is hope for the best and work towards it.
I went that sort of Raven mode for a second, yo. I was just like,
What
Went
does
into
the
the
future
future for a
hold
sec.
for me? Right
So
now, I'm seeing
mystical.
myself on the boat,
Damn,
in the bar.
damn.
What am I drinking? Henny on the rocks, nigga.
Jeez.
With no coke, cause man don't
I'm
drink
gonna be
coke.
drinking Schleer.
I don't drink coke, yeah. So man would be drinking Henny and apple juice with a little bit of honey. Know that.
That's actually a mad combo though. Still,
See that you niggas didn't
Ah.
know about this shit.
Nah.
I'm genuinely thinking though, like, what does the future hold for us?
Bruv.
Like on a deeper level though.
My beads would be diamonds. Bear in mind I don't really have beads. But my
All of
beads
our
would
hair
be-
will be longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
know that hair growth equals knowledge and
My wisdom
Wealth,
grows at my
yeah.
treads.
exactly. So there you go. Just know that man will be basically. You see this right here? That's my forehead. But then the third eye would be
Don't
like
say.
boom.
all we can do is like literally hope for the best and the riches will come. Not the type of riches that everyone thinks about, the materialistic riches, but literally like the emotional like riches where you're happy and you feel like you're full and you feel accomplished. Literally, that's all we want to do. Just
I
feel
think that
accomplished.
comes, like literally what I've found on this journey of like doing this thing is like we've never really focused on like trying to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've just focused on ourselves, tried to better ourselves as like individuals.
Yeah.
And then, you know, as time goes by, the universe kind of, it's like it repays you for focusing on yourself.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I know that's just going to keep coming more in abundance as time
Yeah.
goes by.
I mean, and we just do it so we can feel good. Like, actually, when we make music, we do it because it makes us feel good.
Yeah.
You know,
Being able to see people
Yeah.
just like
Turn up to your shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's lit.
and make
Oh,
and when
feeling.
people enjoy it, something that you enjoyed that you enjoyed making, and now they enjoy listening to, it's like it's
Like,
a mad
cool.
feeling.
Let's vibe
Yeah,
out to this. Let's go
that's-
jump on the stage and go crazy. That's literally what I'm about to say. Literally, I met some person called Sharky, and this guy told me, yeah. Bear in mind, he's heard all of our music, and he literally told me, he's like one thing with the Manchester scene right now is that people are jumping on waves.
Yeah.
But what he said about us specifically is that we've made music for the 10 years from now. Is that that's what we've done now. Like he's literally said that. He was like, he's been listening to it, he's broke it down, he's like, you might didn't make music for now, you might made music for 10 years before your time.
It's true, yeah.
And that's like, to me that stuck out in a way that I was like, alright, cool, so I just gotta keep making this whole music. Like everything cool in the music scene right now in Manchester is lit and whatever, so I fuck with it, it's lit. Like bring the light to Manny in it, but then it's about how we're gonna keep the light in Manny right now, and like that's what I'm thinking about. So then it's like, okay, how do we as all artists creatively make the next sounds, and how do we get these next visuals? Like how do we become a step ahead of what's gonna be, not what we can do now and be like, alright, cool, but this is the scene. It's about what we're gonna break out of the scene? Like, what box are we gonna actually put people in and not be put in the box? But that's just what I'm not gonna say in it. That's my
Nah, you got that to a T. It's literally like
sweet tea.
sweet tea.
I think the Manny scene's like, it needs help.
It's easy to do something that sounds like it's made now, like something that everyone else is doing, like literally jumping on the wave. Like it sounds good. We can't say it sounds shit. It sounds good, and that's why people enjoy it, because it sounds good. But then when someone else got a new sound, and then you're gonna have to catch up to that one again. Like it's just you're basically chasing. Like don't chase, make them chase
You're
you.
gonna be a sound chase.
Yeah.
But what are you telling me? Like there's clout chasing, there's sound chasing, there's hole chasing. You can chase everything in life. But when are you gonna stop?
You can't
I'm
chase.
looking
You can't
directly
chase
into
sound,
the camera. Like
Be that one that does that sound first. Be that. It's gonna be risky. You're gonna feel like you're not doing it right.
But just
You're gonna
do
feel
you.
like you're failing, but you're gonna.
Time will tell.
Yeah,
man.
time will tell. Like, gotta take that risk in
I
it.
think that's one thing we've always tried to do as well. Like with our music, we're always like we analyze what's going on. So we'll look at the scene and be like, okay, this is what he's making, this is what she's making, this is what they're making, and then we'll be like, okay, what do we need to make that's like 3 years ahead of what these guys are doing?
Mm-hmm.
So again, it goes back to like what you were saying that Sharky told you about, like we've made music that's kind of like ahead of its time, because that's the way we always looked at it anyway. It was just like, yo, we don't want to make music for what's happening right now, because that's already been done.
A lot of the things that we did in 3 years ago, 4 years ago, sound like music that are going out today. You know what I'm saying? I don't like saying it because it feels like...
Say that shit, nigga.
Yeah, it feels like you're just like bragging, but sometimes it's the truth in it. But so yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? But we don't get upset over that. We just feel proud that, because we ourselves know what we've done.
Major fact, yeah. We was one of the, if not the first, to kind of like bring... I don't like to call it the American culture, but that's, you know, their man started this whole
we
hip
brought
hop.
a bop, yeah. That's simple.
Yeah.
We literally brought like the wave. We brought that to Manchester. Like we could sit here and go and trace it back for days. On
SoundCloud
literally
is there.
Yeah.
Like if you go back to our old music, yeah, we got songs from like 3 years ago that genuinely sound like what people are making today. Like, and again with the fashion, like we was fucking shit up with the fashion from early. And then people started to like clock onto fashion and go out into town and take pictures and stuff, and people, the Manchester scene started to like form. I think the UK tries to run away from the fact that at the end of the day, if you're talking about hip hop, if you're talking about rap, if you're talking about rapping over a beat or rhythm over a beat, then you gotta go back to the US. You gotta go to New York. That's who originated it. You know what I mean? So, I think like it plays a huge part. Like even with like if you got the majority of UK artists look up to people like Skepta, for example. Skepta looks up to people like 3 6 Mafia. So it's like, it's just
just give respect where it's due, innit?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
the roots of the thing, just be like, alright, cool. Study what you want to know, innit? And then just be real with it. Like the majority of the time, and it's like when people be like, I don't really listen to that, I don't really listen to this, I only listen to that. Fam, you gotta listen to everything, because everything came from an element of everything. Like just everything's everything. So at the end of the day, just give respect where it's due.
and just homage.
I don't even know why people look down on artists that have that American sound, because when you look at it, like it's just mixing of cultures and to make the next culture. So when you got people doing Afrobeats, no one's looking down on them because it's an Afrobeat. But then again, they're mixing Afrobeat with hip hop, and they got these wavy vibes now. But when somebody does that with, let's say, a grime and then a trap or literally or hip hop, American hip hop, and they mix this together, they always say, oh, but it's trying to be American or it's trying to be that. Why don't you say about the people that do Afrobeats and say it's trying to be African? I'm saying, like, literally, like, I mean, it probably is African, but that's what he listened to when he was younger, and that's what he listened to, and that's what he's bringing to the table. So that's what I used to listen to when I was younger. That's what I'm bringing to the table. That's what I'm bringing to the table. What are you bringing to the table? Like, straight up, innit? Like, shit.
That's what I'm saying. You know, people, you can't run away from the fact, innit?
No, you can't.
Like America started this hip hop rapping stuff, so yeah. Yo, like on my next tape, bro, you're gonna see in it like I literally have to like close my eyes now and dig into myself when I'm writing lyrics. Like I have to really go within, because it's gotten to the point now in music where it's oversaturated with just, it's like just talking over a beat. It doesn't really, like what we were saying before with Travis and that smoking weed and dancing my life. Like what is he saying in it? No one knows, but it sounds hard.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to mix the two, so I'll be saying shit that really means something, plus it sounds good too. So you could be bopping your head in the club to a nigga saying, telling his life story. I don't know if that's ever possible, but
I think anything's possible, and I think being personal is the way for it anyway, because like you can write lyrics for the general public and everyone's gonna feel it, but then again, like there's people out there that are looking for something different, and how you're gonna be different is by being you, right? Your experiences that only you share with yourself, and by you putting it out there, that's a very unique experience. That's how you become unique, by basically being very personal. Like you choose how personal you want to be, of course, and you can say it in subtle ways that make people think, but I think that's the way forward. That's the way to being unique.
Adding on to your point as well, like I think that will help you become a lot more unique in ways that you can't even imagine, because like it's the things that you fear the most that are going to take you to where you're going to get to.
Yeah.
And it's those insecurities and whatever you want to call them, they're the things that you fear to put in a track as an artist, because you're scared of what people are going to think. What are they gonna perceive when they hear that? But more time, it's that song that you write and put your whole self into it that will take you to that next step. Myself.
Yeah, it's literally about
Working on ourselves. We are working on like different projects. Like we all got the final project that we all want to put out together, and it's coming whenever it's coming, but just wait on it. And then there's things that are gonna come before that. There's videos, there's tapes, there's songs.
Gold
like
Rings coming out soon, so
Yeah.
tied to that.
Yeah, Gold Rings coming out really soon. Like that's gonna fuck up the music video scene in Manchester. I'm just gonna say that, put it out there.
Trust me.
For real.
Lucid Living soon out.
Lucid Living soon out. And I got this already, like this drawn out project is drawn out and the beats are there already, but I just need to like literally just go in the studio and record it. But
I got a track coming out too, called Smoking Kills.
Smoking Kills, guys.
And I smoke a lot.
Smoking tobacco kills.
Yeah, let's put it clear right
I
there.
never said what I was smoking in it, so there you go.
What we smoking?
I'm smoking hella weed, and hella weed, and hella weed, and I'm trying to get more weed. But to be honest, right now I do have some sponsored Rizzler, and I'm trying to get sponsored from the Cali packs. So
Yeah, true that. You might need to.
Yo, all you guys with the loud, yeah, if you want to sponsor us, yeah, like you might as well put it out there now, yeah. If you guys with the loud,
let's
sponsor.
manifest this.
Yeah, listen,
man's great with the finger things. I can like this. Bro, I'm crazy with shit.
Now do rolling tutorials with
Yeah.
shit.
I would literally be like, I got this pack from da. Go to them niggas.
Like we are the ones, literally, we put it up there. Like we'll put your smoke out there, we blow into the air, bro.
Stop giving the smoke to the incorrect
Blow
people. That's all I'm saying. Stop giving the smoke to the incorrect people.
They just be exploiting you. They just be using you for free
They're
weed.
just trying to use you for free shit. I'm really not about that. I'm trying to get high of your product and be like,
get other people higher of your product.
Trust, I'm trying to be friendly out here. You're giving this shit to the wrong people, and I'm saying this now because I'm tired of seeing this shit. Done.
Period.
Where's the mic? Drop that mic. My life outside of the window, I just watch it pass every day.
I feel like that's the best program up there.
Yo, the
Look out the window.
is the best program
That's
you're
the
gonna
best
find,
TV,
bro.
yo. That's the most HD TV in the world. Is the window.
For real.
For real. And you're gonna see
this is 4K as it gets.
the most entertaining shit you're gonna see. Is
I'm
out
about to
of
have
the window.
8K TVs, you know.
What?
8K.
So, I got a window though.
Nah, I hear that too.
So a nigga don't need an 8K TV.
But I'm just saying, though, innit?
That is mad though.
Yeah, it's mad though. 8K TV.
4K literally looks like reality, fam.
So imagine 8K, nigga. That would be crazy.
But
I'm
yeah,
still on 1080p, bro. My TV at home's don't even work. Like,
oh damn.
That's why we can get sponsored by TVs too.
People that just do art in general.
And young people in general, like I feel like today, the youth are stressing, fam. Like what, like the majority of the youth, they're just stressing.
We're
like
trying to grow too fast. That's one thing. These niggas need to slow down and enjoy life. Like for real, you need to do this.
People need to get out of that matrix, that matrix of being like, people look at age as like, okay, you go from 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. That's all a myth, fam. Like, you just grow up in it. Your 20s aren't really your 20s. They are, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's just a number, bro.
It's just a number, innit? Like, you're still bare young. Like, if someone gives you £20, you don't look at it as a lot, innit? But if you say you're 20 years old, people look at it as like,
wow,
damn,
you should
like,
have your whole life figured.
I need to start figuring out my life, like.
Nigga, you should have a wife, dog, house, like, nigga,
you should have a cat, you should have a condo in the fucking, you should be able to pay for holidays and that. Nah, nigga, you don't need to be doing
like,
none of that.
I always looked at it like that, yeah, because my mum had me bare late, like, in her 40s. So I never looked at life like I've got to do certain things by then, because I was just like, well, my mum gave birth to me when she was in her late 30s. So I just thought, if she waited that long, then I ain't got to rush to get a house, to get a kid, to do this, to do that, because I just don't, innit, like.
And there's a lot of pressure on us too, because we are going online and we're seeing these very nice things.
Yeah, the comparison.
But people don't fucking post their failures, like we always say.
Trust
that.
me,
people don't. Yeah, so people need to start posting their failures a bit more, and that'll maybe be a bit more motivational than you posting it on your successes, because then that's just fucking up someone's brain, innit? Because they're like, oh, they got this, and they're older or the same age as me, or they're even younger than me, like, and they got this, like, how come I don't have that shit?
Trust me.
So
when you're sad, yeah, don't be afraid to go on Instagram Live or Instagram Stories and tell people you're sad, innit?
Yeah.
That's the way I see that shit. Man want to go on live when they're only doing live shit.
Yeah, so it's really easy for people our age to become, like, to have self-destructing thoughts.
We're the self-destructing generation, fam.
Yeah.
And you know what I feel like it is? It also plays down to the parents, innit? Because here's one thing, innit? Parents have a lot of expectations for their children and all that type of shit. And they actually don't figure, like, they don't remember it or even just acknowledge the whole simple fact that how much pressure they can put on such a young mind that's just trying to do what it's trying to do, and it, like, generally allow it. Like, I feel like there needs to be a whole lot more trust in our society and a whole, like, with a whole parent and children and shit. Like, there's like a little door in it where every person or every generation got taught different in it, and our generation has been taught different until, like, everyone's like, oh, this generation's a whole bunch of fuck ups. They just really care about this and all of that and this and this and this and that. But it's not, because it's the same way that our parents were just as crazy as us, probably even worse than us. It's just it's a new generation and there's new shit. There's new drugs, there's new music, there's new everything. The same way as our generation, as our kids. Like, think about it. The kids underneath us are doing some fuck shit. They're stabbing kids. They're literally doing they're doing the maddest shit. So imagine, like, I'm going to bring in a kid into this world that could be potentially at the age of fucking 10 running about with knives and shit. Like, and that's not even out of my control. That could just be out of control of the simple fact that he can be with his friends or whatever. So, like, he could be having the fucking best parenting here in the yard, but he can go outside and still do some fuck shit. And that's just the simple fact of the generation that we're growing in, how the fast things are moving, not just with social media and everything like that. So,
do you know a huge part, like, to all of that is, I think, is kind of like what you were saying about people looking at other people's lives and comparing their own life to that. I think, like, back to what I was saying about, you know, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, you, like, as an adult, adults don't really tell kids, like, oh, yo, things are really, really going to change. Like, you get told, of course, you get raised, but I don't think it's emphasized as much as it should be. Like, when you're growing up, as a child, you're constantly looking at adults like, oh, I want to be an adult. You know what I mean? You can't, like, that's what your whole childhood is. I want to be an adult. I can't wait to grow up. And when you grow up, you think, oh, fuck, like, damn, that was a trap. Like, I need to go backwards. And ultimately, I think it's on the older generation. So once you're past 18, it's your job now to influence the youngers. Like, that's all you should be doing. Otherwise, you know, these youngers are just they're growing up by themselves and they're trying to chase this adulthood, which they don't have a proper perception of anyway.
Yeah.
Because to them, being an adult is being independent, not being told what to do, etc. But that's not what being an adult. That's the complete opposite. Like when you become an adult, you have to learn to be told what to do and learn to what do you call it? What's the word?
To compromise.
Yeah, you have to learn to compromise. You have to learn to like submit in it to society in a way, because you can't keep fighting society. And that's what these kids, their mindset is, isn't it? They're constantly growing up trying to fight against what's happening.
I went to an 18-year-old birthday party, and literally, like you said, like once someone turns 18, like if you're over 18 and you've been through some shit, it's your job to literally like tell them what's coming ahead, you know. And then I went to the older sister, and I basically went like, yo, basically your brother just turned 18. And she went, yeah, so? I'm like, it's not a yeah, so, like, you're the older one. It's your job to make sure like that this goes as smooth as it can for them.
Cause
would you say like with that, your perspective on it, the music, like for younger people who are listening to your music, you say that's something you're trying to get across then?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because the thing is about youth, about the youth them, they don't realise they're going to actually grow up. Like, I'm telling you, someone who's been through a lot of shit, once you hit 18, everything changes. Like, the way people look at you changes, and then from there, everything else changes, because you're now an adult. So let's say if you're going to get arrested now, being arrested as a 15-year-old is not the same as an 18-year-old. Police are not going to grab you up and throw you about as a kid. They might do if necessary, but that's not typical. But once you're 18 and you do some fuck shit,
man will dash you into a bin, blood.
Bro, like, you're gonna get treated like an adult in it, and that's where the hard part. That's what no one tells you about, really. Once you hit 18 and you're an adult, the world is gonna treat you like an adult.
Ain't no rewind button.
Yeah,
bro.
there ain't no. It's not like high school. When you're in high school, their job is to give you chances. You know, if you're a bad kid in high school, they're gonna keep giving you chances because they want you to succeed. But life don't actually do that. Like, it doesn't give you chances and chances and chances. Like, you fuck up. Gotta reap the consequences. And man need to really process
need to stop having kids. That's what I'm gonna say. Kids needs to stop having kids. How are you gonna try put a child into this world when you don't even know the lessons and how you're going through a lesson, trying to teach a 5-year-old when you're 25, trying to tell them, yeah, this is why I blow, but you're still going through your own lessons in life. Learn your shit first. Then think about what you're going to do to this earth, and then think about what you want to raise, and then think about all of this. You need to get your shit together first before you even try to put someone else's shit together or try to put other shit together. Fix your shit.
Get your shit, put it in a bag, get all your shit, put it in a bag like this one here,
Close it. Mix it around and shit. Take it around with you.
And make sure everywhere you go, you got your shit together.
Basically.
Get your shit together.
That's literally what it is.
And the thing here is that, as you said before, about putting your trust into the youth, is that the oldest and the elders forget that we are the future in it. So if we are young and we always get this energy from the elders of we doubting you, we're not sure you're gonna make what's right, and literally we're gonna be the oldest still doubting ourselves, because throughout our old youth we've been doubted and we never had that reassurance of, yeah, you guys can do it, or you guys will be able to do it, you know. So if we get that energy, once we're in the position of that we can control things and change things, we will do like what's right, because we've been told, okay, you guys got it under control. But if we get told in our youth that we are ruthless and we don't know what we're doing and we just basically fuck shit and we just fuck around, when we get to our older stages, we literally going to be doubting ourselves over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So how are we going to supposed to take this civilization to the next step if we're doubting ourselves? Yeah.
It's a cycle that you've actually got to clock it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
put a bit more trust in us.
Like, we actually live in a matrix, you know. Like, for real though. And you got to like literally clock it, otherwise it will eat you alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's that simple, yo. Like, the world that we live in is all set up already. Like, everything that's gonna happen is gonna happen. That's all been planned out by the hierarchy, and over time you'll see that will happen. And the youths need to get a hold of themselves, get their shit in the bag, and pack all their shit together, because
walk around with it.
Yo, the world's only gonna carry on getting more and more disruptive, because that's what they want, to conquer and divide, and to divide and conquer. So like we've really got to
Tell
get your
everyone.
shit together, yo.
This is all things that when you really listen to the music, this is the things that we tell
about,
you. Yeah, when you really listen to music. But the thing is that people don't actually want to listen to this straightforward. And if I was to tell you in a song exactly what we just said in the way that we said it now, you probably turn it off because you'd be like, no, what, yo, I'm in the mood of sitting back and do the Kanye bop, and like that's the mood I'm in. So we're gonna mix the turn up with the pain.
Innit?
I'm saying
It's like Skirt, for example. Skirt's my biggest song, and all Skirt's really about it's a like a revamp on, you know, the skirt, that noise that everyone makes. But the way I looked at it was like, I'm switching lanes, I'm drifting on niggas, like, skirt, fuck out of here. Plus, when you listen to the bars, I'm saying, this is all music has become, just sounds. Like, you hear me say, I remember when it was all about bars, now man are like 2090, that's the gang. Hey, fuck boy, you can't hang. Hey, pull up skirt and then bang. Like, I didn't like that hook, but I knew everyone else would, and it sounded cool. But it was me just taking a piss out of everyone else who was rapping like that. And it's, deeper messages within the music that you have to like really listen to. Like, we make music for people who listen, not people who hear.
we wrote so much since then that it's so hard to track back. But the writing scheme that I went with this is literally like, I went in a very, because I'm from Portugal, right? So I went for like that Portuguese Afro type of flow, and even the words that I use, that telele, it's a Portuguese song that, like, the telele means it's a slang for phone in it, but in Portuguese it's telele. So basically, there's a poem that it goes, "Atendo telele." Anyways, that's the song in it, and then I literally just used that, and just as a reference back where I'm from. But yeah, well, literally, like, I can't remember if the sample, if I showed you or not.
I just remember getting the sample, made the beat, and then I jumped on the mic, and I said that I've been smoking way too much, it can't be good for me. And I was like, oh, it's a vibe.
Yeah, I remember when you showed it me though, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a banger, so I'm definitely on this shit.
And I literally, the writing process for me was just like, I was smoking so much, to the point where I was just like, every day slumped out, and I wasn't making any music, so I was like, damn, I need to make a song like about what's happening in my life. Like, that's what I do, and I rap about my life. So I was like, man, I've been smoking way too much, this can't be good for me. I was like, let me just make a song about that,
yeah. Even at that time, I was going through some shit with my ex. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I did say the word X quite a lot. X, and to the point I mentioned, like, rest in peace, X. But yeah, like, so that was like,
mentioned 3 X's.
I actually mentioned 3 X, like, fuck iPhone X, I don't fuck no X. If I see it at the beach, I might down my X. I'm the treasure, bitch with the X. I might just call your son like my name is X, so it's 5.
That's even better.
That's 5, but yeah.
One thing that, with gold rings, I never really cared about the views and shit. I just wanted people to understand the energy behind it. But the process of gold rings was basically, I said this, distracted lip. So basically all I did was this. I was just writing in my bed, and then I FaceTimed Dvmvni, the guy that's on the second verse, and I was like, yo, what does this sound like? And at first I had like some weird beat that I found on YouTube. It was like a Kai type beat. And then Dvmvni was like, yeah, that's hard, bro. So then Dvmvni started writing his verse. I go to Lucid's crib, and I'm like, yo, I got this crazy song, I want to record it. Lucid was straight away like, I like the beat, boys. Nah, bro, we can remake the beat, bro. So I was like, nah, it don't work.
That impersonation was like,
Nah, bro.
dead.
Fuck you, bro. Anyway, can I have this?
Fuck that.
No, you can.
No, yeah, I got snapped.
I'm gonna pass me his leftovers.
Yo,
Leftover, bro.
you got some Reese's, bro.
You know me, eat
see,
chocolate.
Huh?
Yeah, but it's got peanut butter inside. I
Oh,
wouldn't
see,
be
you
black
seeing
if I
this?
said no.
But anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, I go to Lucid's crib. Lucid's like, I told how I wanted to chat to sound in it. I fuck with Sonic and I fuck with Shadow. I just be what characters in cartoons.
Save my guy.
And literally, like, we were just playing about with sounds, yo. I remember we were just playing about with sounds. And then the funny thing is that gold rings is basically like skirt. Like, as he has skirt, I have my gold rings in it, which is this. It's the exact same beat, just different drums, and
I
it's
literally opened up the Skirt project and just started making a beat out of the Skirt beat.
yeah, and then that's why it's got like this whole element of like a grime type of feel like with this. But then you also have like the bop with it because the way that we flow on it and shit. So literally what it was is that I'm Portuguese. I listen to a lot of diverse music, even being from Portugal. What you have in Portugal is like as a music channels like MTV and all that shit. But then I came to England, grew up in England. All I had was Channel U and fucking AKA and all and Stars and all that shit. And
Rest in
Up
peace,
Sky.
Channel AKA.
Trust, rest in peace, Channel AKA. Though,
I
still.
went to that, man.
God no. But that literally infused into making gold rings, and that's why literally I told Lucid when we sat down, I was like, yo, this is what I want to capture. I want to capture what I grew up on, what I feel like I'm gonna, what I literally grew up on, and boom, like, I don't know, like, it just came out, and then,
Man did a madness.
yeah, and then bro, like, I remember, I didn't even perform it the first time. This nigga performed it.
Bro, hold on.
That's true.
Like,
I
that's
forgot
the funny
about
part
that.
is, like, this nigga actually
Bro,
performed.
I performed his song for the first time,
Yeah.
and it was sick. Like, none of these guys were here, and I just had a show, and I think I ran out of songs to do, and my set was still going on. So I was like, damn, what song can I do? And I had the Gold Rings instrumental, and I freestyled over it, and then let the hook play. And yo, the crowd was going mad. And then that's when I remember going to you after and saying, yo, that song,
This is song gonna
that
be
song's
crazy.
different.
And then I remember the first time I performed it, and it was fucking nuts. It was like,
Yeah.
whoa! I was like, whoa!
That was by
bro.
far the hardest performance
Bro,
that
it
we've
was
done.
crazy. That
That was-
Was
performance.
that Saturday?
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
sick.
That,
Mad.
that's when I knew this year was gonna be a madness. And I said this to every single man, that this year was gonna be mad.
But big up to everyone who came to that show at the start of the year. You
That
know,
boosted
you
us,
know,
bro.
man.
Like confidence wise.
Bro, that was next level.
That was the making of gold rings. Right now I'm only wearing one CJV gold ring. If you wanna zoom up into that, I know he can. Yeah. He don't even make music no more. Leo got a clone.
I got
Yeah, this is the second generation
Yeah,
Lee.
it's the second gen Lee. Like Lee's got like Dvmvni, that's first gen.
Yeah.
And then
And then when I went to Dignity Not, my name's not Dignity Not Negotiable, you know. I say this from now on. Don't pull up and call me Dignity, because I'll
Three,
strip you of
two.
your dignity, fam.
Is that Rick? No,
Like-
he's not coming in. I thought Rico was gonna come in. I was gonna hype him.
Don't. My name's not Dignity. My name is Leandro. And Leandro sometimes, some days, but Leandro.
Lee Pickley for sure.
And my name is Lobé. Let's just clear that up too.
Clear that up.
George
right there.
Lucid is dead. I killed him
Why did you kill him?
because he wasn't a cool guy. So I just had to.
It was a
I
mad
just had to
battle,
murk
yeah.
him.
I came into the room, I just see
Remember?
Lil Bay just I was just like,
Punched him, bro.
It was
bro,
crazy.
sat George now, yeah. George was just like, what you doing, blood? And then George came up now, yeah, just fly kicked Lucid in the chin. And then Lucid was like, nah, blood, what do you think this is?
Gave him-
Absolutely RKO'd the man, bro.
Literally
It was
straight
mad.
out of nowhere.
Bro, it was straight out of nowhere, bro. I just had to leave, bro, because then Next Generation X came into the thing, just started doing all of that, bro. I was just like, fuck.
I don't remember that bit still.
Bro, it was nuts.
These bitches creeps. I love that line. Like, it's so harsh, but it's so true.
It's true. Right, the writing process to this, literally, I was doing the project called Bad Things Coming Free, and I only dropped 3 tracks, because Bad Things Coming Free was told the opposite, that was a good thing. But yeah, so that was the last track of it, and it's called New Peeps, because at that moment, there's a lot of people around us that weren't there from the start, and there's a lot of people around us, and we were like, I knew for a fact that people was only going to be temporary, but I just made a song about it, innit? So I was like, I cannot trust New Peeps, because there's only a few people that I trusted, which was the ones that we have here. So I was like, I cannot trust New Peeps. So yeah, I recorded this. I remember I went to your house, and then there was a sample from a beat that I liked, but I just didn't really like the beat. I just liked the sampling. So we literally took the sample and Lobé just did the madness on the beat, and became this masterpiece that it is now. Yeah, and to that line, bitches creeps. It's true, you know, because I'm like, when there's man out here like watching girl and that, yeah, and following them and watching their every move, they call us creeps. But when there's girl doing it, yeah, nobody minds though. Like I don't feel.
Deeper conversation.
I know, like, I feel uncomfortable, you know. Like, I got a girl now, yeah, and that girl that I'm just watching, yeah, and I don't know what to say to my girl. Like, they're just creeps. That's what I tell them. They're just creeping. And I remember performing this too, bro.
Yo, this song goes off the performing, bro.
Bro, the beat goes high when performing this.
Who's that?
How long that takes to regret. But yeah, man, it was mad. Like, so this is like one of my favorite tracks that I recorded so far, like, for sure. So yeah, until this day, I still can't trust new peeps unless you come and I feel that natural vibe, that natural like good energy, and I feel like you're doing this not only for your benefit but also because you want to see me win too, and then I can allow you in. But if you come here to fuck up the shit, like even like without me even noticing, and you come here trying to fuck up our shit, we literally just have to let you go. Like that's what we have to do. I even got wrist on freeze, but when I say wrist on freeze, I meant by all of the bling, like the gold rings. Like there's a lot of gems there, my nigga. Like yeah.
See how jammy I am.
Yeah, jammy on freeze.
Do something police say freeze.
Do something police say freeze, cause listen, we are young black guys, yeah, and we get watched. Not only
just do the wrong thing.
Yeah, and freeze,
so,
bro.
Freeze.
Like everything goes on freeze. Your bank account goes on freeze. Your shows go on freeze.
Yeah, once you're in pen,
everything
you're
freezes.
frozen in time.
So like we also got to know how powerful we are and how powerful people are scared of us, because of the power that we have. So we need to be careful of that because we have a lot of power. And we have a lot of power. People, the fear is big, and when people are in fear, they'll go to the extremes just to make them feel safe again.
Trust me.
So yeah.
Choose your friends wisely.
Yeah. Choose them very well.
It's the most important thing.
How do you choose your friends?
How do you choose your diamonds?
Deeper questions though.
Yeah, these are questions for you to answer.
Your real friends, you don't even choose them. They come to you like cats.
Yeah.
Like they just come into your life. You get me? You can't choose a cat, innit? Like if the cat don't like you, they don't like you,
They
innit?
don't like you.
My
Yeah.
cats are bad, man. Shout out to Nero, yeah.
Big up Nero. The beast. Let's dive in deep once
Once
again.
again. People forget why we got 2090 in it with the future.
Yo, future, past, present, everything, bro.
Future, past, and present.